Today, we shall reflect on the theme, the need to break down barriers. In our day-to-day lives, we see that we have some prejudices or the other. Sometimes we are prejudiced against persons, against things, against cultures, etc. And we see that these prejudices prevent us from getting together, prevent us from cooperating with the others, and it prevents us from reaching out to others. In a way, these prejudices also create unnecessary fear among us, and it also obstructs our growth. Sometimes we see that in the past, most of the big nations have been conquered because the people were not united. And even today we see a people that is not united is more prone to attacks and is more prone to face troubles and persecution. And therefore, in a way, Jesus emphasizes on the need to break down barriers. And he does it by setting an example himself. A glance at the first reading of today shows the first temptation which Adam and Eve had to face. And here we see that Eve was deceived by the serpent. And in a way, we see that the serpent told her about the tree. Eve said that they were not supposed to eat of the tree because they would die. But then the serpent told them that if they had to eat of the tree, they would be like the gods. And here we see the curiosity of man. Here we see the thinking of man that he also wants to be superior. He also wants to become like God. And it is this desire that leads Eve and then Adam to sin. In our times, we normally blame the devil for tempting us, for making us do wrong things. But even here we see Eve was not forced into doing anything. Similarly, we too are not forced to do anything. All of us have got free will, and by this free will, we have the choice to decide whether to take this path or to take this, whether to follow the right or to follow the wrong. And no one can force us to do anything. But for this, we need to be strong in our discernment. And for this, it is important that we be closely connected to God. Because only when our relationship with God is strong, at that time we receive the graces to know what is right, to know what is good and what is bad. And another thing that we see in the first reading is that sin takes us away from God. Once the two of them had sinned, they hid themselves from the presence of the Lord. And slowly in our lives too we see, the more we sin, the more we tend to go away from the presence of the Lord and away from the graces that He gives us. A glance at the gospel of today shows how Jesus Himself transcends boundaries. He was visiting the regions where there were majority of pagans. He was going to the region of the Decapolis. And there they brought to Him a man and they asked Him just to touch Him. But Jesus goes beyond that. He heals the man. He cures the man of his illness and his impediment. And similarly, we see that Jesus here is not afraid of impurity. We know that for the Jews, having contact with the pagans was something of being impure. It would lead them to be impure, and then they would have to do a number of rituals in order to purify themselves. But Jesus was not afraid of that. He goes, He puts His fingers in the ear of the man, touches the man's tongue, and the man is healed of all his impediments. Similarly, we see in our lives too, Jesus touches and awakens faith and brings healings in our lives. But what is important for that is our need to go to Him, our need to cooperate with Jesus. Another aspect that we see is the transforming power of kindness and compassion. Jesus felt compassion on that man, and led by the Spirit, He healed that man. And once He healed that man, He charged them not to tell anybody of what had happened. But we see that they went and they proclaimed to everyone the wonders that Jesus had done. Similarly, in our lives too, we see that whenever something good happens to us, we share it with our friends, with our family members, and even on social media. And probably at that time too, they were filled with so much joy that their friend was healed, that they went and they proclaimed to everyone. And in a way, let us pray for the graces that we too may be able to place our faith and trust in the Lord, and above all, that we may be closely connected to Him, so that we may be able to discern well in our lives what is right and what is wrong.